So what I decided to do here is I decided to actually completely redo my resume, as my old resume was very not outdated, but I don't think that it was professional enough. Oh God, professional enough to send into places, and I feel like that's why last year I had such a hard time getting hired anywhere. So I thought that maybe if I started out with a brand new resume, clean slate, made it more professional, I would have more luck landing myself a job. And I think overall it kind of did work, to be honest with you. So if you're having trouble finding a job, redo your resume. At the end of the day, I mainly stuck with Indeed. Indeed is a great app that can help you find any job that you need, and you can just upload your resume on there. So I ended up deciding to go along with Chewy, and I had to upload my resume onto my phone. Okay, guys, so I got a job interview today, so I have to get ready for that. It's a 37-mile drive, which isn't too far, but it is still far enough to where if they're not going to pay me a certain amount, I will not work there. And I will tell them that straight up. Like, yes, I need a job. I've been needing a job, but if you guys don't pay me at least this much money, I will not be working here because I live 37 miles away. I drive a sports car that takes 93 and it eats fuel like bad. Like, I mean, it's a good car, it has good gas mileage, but if I'm driving that far every single day to go to work, the chances are it's probably, you know, maybe you don't. I don't know, but we gotta get ready, so. Okay, so I'm all ready to go to my job interview. My dog is currently outside. I'm waiting for him to go to the bathroom and let him back in. So then we're gonna be heading over to Chewy for this job interview. I don't know exactly how to feel about this because, I mean, like, I want the job, but I also don't want to drive that far for a job. But if I do get this job, I read more up on my, email from them. I would literally only be working 2 days a week with them. So at the end of the day, it's actually not really that bad. But because then I can just get another part-time job closer to me here, and it'll look good on my resume that I currently have a job. Some places don't like you to have more than one job, but I say so. I will see you guys when I get to the gas station. Okay, so I'm currently driving to said place. I'm about, I want to say, like 20 minutes out, so I'll catch up when I get there.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me.
Okay guys, so I just got out of my interview and I think it went well, but they also were like, you do live really far, and they're like, so I'm hired, but they also want me to really try to get a job. It's actually like closer to me because I do live quite far. I'm sorry, it is up here, so cold, but outside of Chewy, yeah. So that was interesting.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Let more. I don't know why you love me. You got it back.
Okay guys, so I just got back from the interview. I also stopped into Walgreens as well. and checked up. So they're actually going to contact me tomorrow about work for Walgreens. So I might not even go to Chewy because it's really far, honestly. Like, I knew it was far, but it's winter time right now. It's not worth it. So, but on the good news, I did get accepted to Chewy. But it's just like an official hire unofficial thing because they have to do the background check and then the drug test and all that. Applying for jobs can be very difficult and very frustrating because especially when you haven't landed a job in a very long time, it can be very stressful and sometimes it's not fun. About a year ago, I stopped applying for jobs because I wasn't getting anything in my town, like, at all. And I don't want to drive 45 minutes to go to work every single day, just because of the area that I live in, If I lived in an area in the wintertime it wasn't, like, pretty much icy the entire season, I wouldn't care as much as driving further to make the extra dollar. But at the same time, I really thought about it, and driving that far to make a little bit of extra money isn't worth it if I'm wasting it all on gas. So that left me with not going with Chewy. I decided that I'm not going to go with Chewy. I'm not going to work for Chewy. I decided we're just going to really huckle down and, like, try these few places that have shown interest in wanting me, so we're gonna try those. And I can only hope that I land a job because I'm the type of person where if I have nothing to do with my day, I am home watching TV, staring at a wall, not knowing what to do with my life, or I just go and I waste gas in my car by driving around because I am into cars, love cars. Just do not ask me to do anything majorly mechanical on your car because I'm not a mechanic, okay? Not a mechanic. So I'm currently in the store, waiting for my interview. The manager got here a little late, but that's okay because it snowed. So I'm just currently waiting for this interview and I'll update you guys. Okay, so I got hired, but I gotta go back home and reapply because she said that something glitched out and went wrong and she doesn't know what it is. So pretty much I just have to reapply, retake the assessments that they gave me after I applied, and I will pretty much be good. But yeah, I got the job, so that's good. Happy. So I would be working at Walgreens, nothing too special. 3 minutes away from my house. Not even. So it's a good place to work, especially because I can close, I can open, I can work the day shifts. I can do whatever because I don't have to worry about the distance or time or gas. So okay, so it's been a hot minute since I've actually picked up the camera, but so pretty much what's going on with, like, this job situation is that I applied and, like, it wasn't, like, going through, so now I have to, like, I'm trying it one more time because I've already tried it like 3-4 times already. If it doesn't go through this time, I don't know what to do because I'm lost for words, like really lost for words, because it keeps saying that I'm, like, failing the assessment, which the assessment's literally just answering, like, your basic personal questions so that they know who you are, but it keeps saying that I'm failing it, and I don't understand how I can be failing it when I legally meet all the requirements to work there. So I'm going to do that. I feel like at this point I'm just getting so frustrated with trying to find a job because I've been trying to find a job for so long, since last year. Like, I gave up, and then this year I started the new year out, and I'm like, I'm going to get a job. And it's just the same again. It's just applying for jobs and people not getting back to me, or the application doesn't go through, or I don't get accepted, and it's getting very annoying, and it's agitating me, and I don't want to let that get to me and ruin my mood for the beginning of this year, but it kind of really sort of is ruining my mood. It's kind of low-key putting me back into that place I was at the end of last year, where I don't want to be again, because I just finally, like, got over a whole bunch of and decided to do better for myself instead of moping around like a depressed pretty much. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to update you guys, because that's when I'm going to redo this thing, because it's pretty late right now, because I've been trying all day to do this, and it's been a lot of back and forth from my house to the store, from my house to the store. It's just, I didn't record any of it because it's just been very frustrating. I need money. I want a job. I hate being home, not doing anything. More of the story, I need money. So, yeah. Don't mind the bad camera angle. Also, take a look at my cat. So, that's that.
Bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm about my chicken like it's a two-piece. You can have your bitch back, she a groupie. She just swallow all my kids in a two-seat. Swagged out, familiar, we bringing them gas out. I still got some racks stuffed in the trap house. Off the 42, I'm blowing her back out. I'm back on my bullshit, spin back with a full clip. They say I'm with a ruthless, and my shooters they shooting. I won't take it up ruthless. I get the breeze, then it's adios. If I'm with the trees, then she give it though. When I see police.
Okay, so this job thing is getting me so frustrated because my application, it just will not go through to Walgreens. Because I've already done it 7 times, and I feel like the manager really isn't doing much to help me figure out why this isn't working. She's just kind of like, oh, just like redo it. It's like, why don't you just call up corporate and find out why my application isn't going through instead? None of them are going through, so it's just like, I've used the codes that she's given me for the private applications, and they're just like not going through. Anyway, this is kind of sort of work related. I'm going to the post office right now to go pick up my W-2 that should be sitting in there. I went down to my old job, and they told me that the W-2s weren't set out and that I was supposed to have it like 3 days ago. It never got here, and I have the same address, so I don't know what's going on with that. So I think mine got lost, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go see if it's there. So
That's another piece, that's another zone. Ice in the VV.
oh, thank you.
Bitch, I'm posted up with hats and the sleazies. Smoking the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata. Then I'm up in the chopper, hitting the cha-cha. Open his tata, then he dancing my tata. Open the Zaza, they go straight to the Mata.
It ain't here. So it looks like I really am gonna have to go back down over there and be like, where are my W-2?